Hello, hello. I am on month 10 of my Mounjaro journey. I cannot believe it. I'm soon to be in my month 11. But on month 10 of my Mounjaro journey, I am taking 10 milligrams. And I wanted to let you know that I'm not sure if 10 is my friend. I started taking 10 milligrams right after Thanksgiving. And my original intention was to take that 10 milligrams. If I was following my regular schedule, I would have taken it the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And I was so afraid to start on 10 the Wednesday before Thanksgiving because I knew I would be eating a lot of rich foods and I didn't want to get sick. I didn't want the potential of getting sick. So I thought, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking 10 milligrams until after Thanksgiving. And so I did. I started taking that 10 milligrams on November 29th. And guess what happened? I didn't feel anything. That's what happened. I didn't notice a difference from 7.5 to 10 milligrams. And I just kept thinking, I was so afraid to go up in dose. I was on 7.5 milligrams. And even though I had a doctor's appointment earlier that month in November, and my doctor was so excited about my weight loss, I think I was down in the 40 pounds at that point. I can't remember the exact number, but I was down and so she was excited. And my A1C had gone down from 7.6 to 6.3, and then it went from 6.3 to 6.1%. So I'm at 6.1%, but I want to be way down below there because that's still pre-diabetic. And I think because I wasn't down more, my doctor already knew in her mind when she saw those results that she was moving me up to 10 milligrams. And so even though the weight was coming off, you have to remember if you're taking Mounjaro, the main reason you're taking Mounjaro is because you are type 2 diabetic. You have too much sugar in your blood. My doctor wanted to get that down. In my mind, I was ready to go to 10, even though I was afraid to. And when I say afraid, I don't really hear horror stories about 10 milligrams, but I just don't want to titrate up so fast because when I get to that 15, in my mind, I don't know if it's going to work out this way, but when I get up to the highest dose, I want to be close to my goal, which is ultimately 100 pounds. And I even want to lose further than that, but that's the next big, gigantic goal I have in sight. I am 52.8 pounds down. I have about 48 more pounds to go. So I don't want to titrate up really fast. But wait, let's go back. So 10 milligrams, the first week I didn't really notice a whole lot. And so I found myself scratching my head, like, why aren't I feeling anything? One of the things that I want to mention is leading up to that 10 milligram switch from 7.5, I was giving myself the injection in my arm. And I was always a belly person. Sometimes I would rotate thighs for a couple of weeks, but for the most part, I give myself the injection in my belly. Well, when I hit a stall, on 7.5, I started giving myself the injection in my arm and it worked. It worked. It worked. I started losing again. That motivated me to kick things up that I was doing a notch because I was feeling motivated. So with the change in injection site, increasing my protein, lowering carbs, and also adding a little bit more fiber, I was able to get out of that stall. I still felt like after 3 or 4 days, I would get a little bit hungry. The medication would wear off, and I was taking my injection still at that point on a Saturday. I would want to eat. I would be thinking a little bit more about food. The appetite suppression just didn't last the whole week until the next injection. And so that's another reason why I was looking forward to being on 10 and not trying to talk my doctor out of it and staying on 7.5 because I knew in my mind my willpower is starting to kick in by the time I get to day 5 and day 6 with this medication. So now I'm on 10 and I have yet to inject in my arm. And you might be saying, why? Why? Because you were so gun ho about the arm injection. Well, I don't know. I just think the larger dose, I thought I'm just sticking with my belly because that's what I've known for so long. I didn't know how I was going to react on the higher dose of 10. But I was starting to worry because I'm thinking, this is really not doing anything. There's no difference than 7.5. When I say doing anything, I mean my appetite was suppressed up until 4 or 5 days, and I didn't really notice like any extra anything kicking in. I guess is what I was expecting. I remember a couple of people sharing with me that they didn't feel anything until they got to the third or fourth injection on 10 milligrams. I am at my fifth injection of 10 milligrams. And how am I feeling? A lot better. It was so true what those people told me. It started to kick in, the feeling of suppressing my appetite and totally cutting out the food noise. It started to kick in week 3 into week 4. I guess that's your body getting used to the medication. I don't know what it is, but I will take it. So far, I think 10 now is my friend, right? I can see myself being on 10 for a longer time. So, what is going to be the judge of all this is when I head to that doctor in February for my year checkup and my A1C has gone down. That's going to be the telltale sign. And 10 could possibly be my friend. I'm hoping to stay on 10 if it's still making me feel the way I am. My appetite is suppressed. Toward the end, it starts to wear off, and that's okay because by that time, at the end of the week, I'm focused. I have all the tools in place so that I'm not overeating. I'm eating smaller portions. I'm counting those calories, making sure I'm not going over. I am cutting off that eating at 7 o'clock. If I do have to eat after 7, usually I drink a protein shake and eat something protein based so that I'm not having the carbs. I've lowered my carbs to under 100. So I'm doing all those things to help out and it's working. It's working. I'm looking forward to the rest of my experience on 10. I went into my second box of 10. I have one more box of 10. And like I said, by the time I get through to that box, I will have visited my doctor. And so I'm hoping that I can stay on 10. We'll see. I'm hoping that A1C goes down. So it's a new year. I'm off to a new start. I am going to buckle down. The holidays, I will tell you, I have enjoyed the holidays. And I thought, before I got to any holidays on Mounjaro, I would hear people say, should I take my injection on vacation? Should I stop taking my injection? Should I stop taking my GLP-1 when a holiday was coming up? And I would advise not to do that. I did delay mine for 2 days. I did do that. I was at home. I was not on vacation because I knew I was eating rich foods and I just didn't want to take a chance on being sick. But if I was going on vacation for that week, I would have taken it with me or taken the injection before and just let the cards fall where they may because I do believe in any weight loss journey and taking these GLP-1s that you need to be consistent. And I shouldn't say you, I for myself need to be consistent. That's why I delayed it for a few days, but that's it. And I made it through the holidays, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and Christmas Eve. I made it through this holiday season after Thanksgiving on 10 milligrams. And I will say, I am proud of myself. I made it. So we will see. I weigh in every Sunday. If you're watching this video, join me live at 2 o'clock on Sundays and I share my weight loss update. My goal is to lose that first 100 pounds by July 2025. So, can I do it? Yes, I can. Will I do it? Yes, I will. If you're not following me on my journey, follow me on my journey and help cheer me on. And actually, I would love to cheer you on as well. We can do this. We've got this. 2025 is going to be our best year ever with this weight loss. I'm excited to see what's coming down the road. So, like and share this video. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you're doing on your journey. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.